Whatever I got, well, I know it's mine. I don't go around with a local crowd. I don't dig what's in, so I guess I'm out. I'm saying these things so you know me, baby, so you understand what I'm all about.
Well guys, bear with me for a few moments. It's Tuesday, 22nd April 2021, and I haven't fished in France since my November trip last year, which was a last minute trip to Lesmont, which was my second trip. Since then I've done a little bit of winter fishing on my syndicate, caught a couple of nice fish a few weeks back now, and yeah, I've been doing the odd overnighter over there. Right now, what with COVID and all the regulations and stuff, really not sure what I'm doing in terms of getting back to France. I don't think anyone really is that sure, but for now, you know, it's just looking forward to it when it happens. In the meantime, I'm down at my mate's lake, down in Kent, because we're catching up with a guy, Lee, who I got to meet, thanks to another mate, Bill, a couple of weeks ago, who has a business, you know, basically modifying, repairing, enhancing bait boats. And he's come down because I gave him my RT4, which I got at Christmas, and the only reason I gave it to him, and I've got to say, Carp Lounge were very good in terms of me having an issue, and they were, you know, all ready to get it repaired, but I couldn't be asked with sending it back to Germany. So I know I've invalidated the warranty, and this is in no way a pop at Carp Lounge. It was a personal decision. You know, they're a great company, it's a great boat, but I had an issue with the echo sounder, and as a result of that, took it down to Lee. So we're catching up with Lee and Roy, who owns the lake, having a look at the boat, introducing Lee, and just to talk briefly about bait boats. So for anyone who's not interested in that, you know, I often joke I haven't cast since Spandau Ballet was #1. It's probably not far off the truth. But right now we're catching up with Lee, and we're just going to go through what he does and what he's done to my RT4. So Lee, I've introduced you briefly as someone I got in touch with a couple of weeks ago in order to get my boat working.
Yeah.
So I said on here just now, with due respect to Carp Lounge, they were very helpful. You know, the boat was going back to Germany, everything else couldn't be doing with that. Got hold of you. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Right, so basically my name's Lee Stewart Day. I've got a bait boat hire business. At the same time I upgrade and modify bait boats. That's what I sort of do full time now. So yeah, it's just something that I've got an interest in, taking a bait boat that might not do exactly what it's meant to do and upgrading it to work to the best of its advantage, really.
So what have you had to do to mine?
So to your actual boat, what we've done, we've taken the Rain Marine out, we've upgraded the software in it, so now it's running at the latest 2021 software. We've put a 4-watt Wi-Fi booster in there to boost the signal from the boat back to the bank rather than the other way round. Other than that, just sort of tidied up some of the wiring in there, and yeah, just made it a more effective piece of equipment.
But you've put a transducer now on the outside of the boat.
That's correct.
So before it was inside, like set in like a silicone.
Yeah, so before the transducer was set into a resin, the only problem with that is, first off, the transducer has to penetrate the resin, then it has to penetrate the plastic of the boat before it even hits water. So you lose a lot of your clarity because it's going through those two substances. Now we've got it set onto a 3D printed bracket on the outside of the boat. It just goes straight through the water, so anything that's under the boat is seen straight away, rather than there be any sort of discrepancies as to what it could be.
Right, okay, that makes sense. So we'll have a look at the boat,
Yep.
get our head round that, and then we'll have another little catch up once we've seen the boat. Yeah,
Brilliant, yeah,
does that work
let's
for
go
you?
for it.
Yeah, cool. All right,
Cheers.
Lee, cheers. Yeah, so anyway, so this is the boat now.
Yep.
So I see it's done away with the box. I had the box with the 2 aerials. I don't need that anymore.
No, so what we've done is basically where your booster box was behind your tablet, so to speak, your booster box is now built inside the boat. It's a lot smaller, a lot more compact, and it's higher range as well, so you shouldn't have any sort of discrepancies or range issues what you might have had in the past. So yeah, it's all built inside the boat now.
Right, yeah, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, cool. And we'll have a look at the transducer. It just shows the transducer underneath, yeah.
So what it is, it's a 3D printed bracket which goes on the outside of the boat.
Yeah.
The transducer sits in the outside, and obviously that way the temperature is determined by the little metal pin, which is actually touching water. So if you look at the screen of the tablet now, you can actually see where we picked the boat up off the floor. there's already a difference on the screen. If we put the boat back down, like so, you'll see the screen is coming back together. So
I can already see how much more responsive that screen is than previous.
yeah, because now your difference there, that's where the transducer is sending the signal to the floor and back up again. And when we take the boat off the pod, obviously there's a bigger difference between the boat and the floor, hence the break up in the picture.
Right, yeah.
So,
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Right, so let's have a look at it on the ocean then.
right, so let's get.
Lee, I've just got you them willies in case
If it is shallow over there, we can make it shallow the screen so it'll show up there. No fish.
Lee's just talking about just how good. Go on, Lee, you were just saying about cheating.
Yeah, so we can drive the boat out and obviously find the fish. Once we find the fish, there we go.
And they didn't take a lot of finding, boys, did they?
No, so
Yeah.
once we find the fish, then we set up and decide where we want to fish based on where the fish are. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like setting up in a swim and hoping that they're there. We can find them and then know they're there and catch them.
Jets ain't got propellers.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
these are propellers, but we're in a housing, so
Right.
they act as jets.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is a close-up. So that you 3D printer.
Yep.
There's the transducer. And you can see the effort that goes. How are you making sure that's waterproof, Lee?
So we use U-pole, so really high quality silicon behind the transducer. We then U-pole the bracket to the boat itself, and then U-pole inside the boat. So there's no way any water's getting through that. That's solid. And the hole in the boat is only an 18mm hole, so yeah, it's not a lot to cover up inside.
Right.
But yeah, it's fully waterproof.
Yeah. Oh, so there's only a hole under that. It's not like you've cut out a load at the bottom.
All that's
Just
inside
an
that
hole.
is one 18mm hole, which the wiring goes through.
Yeah,
That's
got it. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you really wanted to, you could take this back off in effect.
Yeah. 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 But you do that in order to help the signal.
Yeah, so basically the idea is the transducer's on the outside to give you a better quality reading of the bottom of the lake.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, because I noticed Remco with his navigator bait boat, when I got that's got the transducer on the outside for my Lowrance.
Yeah, it's definitely a better way of doing things on the outside. It's like all boats, the transducer is always meant to go in the water rather than inside the boat.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, good point.
They should have cornered the market and they didn't. They should have incorporated bad popping
So
lights.
Roy, you bought this boat then. This is the ND boat that Lee buys.
Yeah.
And then he does all the renovations to it.
Yeah.
And then it's a 1,500 quid boat,
Yeah.
but with the same graphic I've got
Yeah.
and all the other things he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it, yeah. In general. Yeah, so Lee, that makes a lot of sense then. So you buy the boat
Yeah,
and then
buy
you
a
do
basic
everything
boat.
to it.
Upgrade it.
Yeah.
So we've got rain marine inside this one, Pro 5. It's got a Wi-Fi booster for the range. We've got dedicated side and rear lights, so when the hopper's open we actually know because it's there. We've got a voltmeter, tells you exactly how much power's left in your boat. Speed kit, this is by Fisheye Camera Kits, Matt Hollingsworth. So this makes the boat 40% faster. So it's a different sort of set of jets and a different propeller inside there. And an earthing strap, so the rain marine's earthed out. And
that's got the transducer on the outside.
Again,
is
this
it?
has got a transducer on the outside, so
Right,
it's
yeah.
mounted there.
Yeah.
So obviously we get a lot more clarity through the rain marine and the temperature gauge there on the back as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And that's 1,500 quid all up.
1,500 quid, all
Yeah.
done, finished.
Yeah, that's a great price. Yeah.
I'll probably sell them out.
That's what you call a concentration of fish. Look at that. So could that be a big show of Litlands, like tiny roach or something?
I'd say
Or-
that's
no?
I'd
Yeah?
say that's 10, 15.
I'd say there's about 10 or 15 carp just grouped up.
Right, yeah. Wow. It is cheating, isn't it? But it's good.
Oh, it's cheap. I love it. Love it.
Well, that was an interesting couple of hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I'll tell you what, it's like me and Roy, it's like when we got our chopper bikes when we was like teenagers, with the excitement. So to conclude on that, I'll put the contact details on the video. As I said on this video, I'm not sure when it's going to go online, waiting to know when I'm going to France, like all of us. Yeah. And just to conclude, is there anything you want to add that we've covered?
Yeah,
you work with Joe from,
Yeah, so I work with Joe from Bait Boat Solutions. We both do bits for each other, and I think between us we've sort of built up a wealth of knowledge, especially on obviously the bait boats in general, but the rain marine side of things as well. So yeah, fitting transducers to the outside of boats is definitely a game changer, as we've seen today. I mean, we didn't expect to see fish, and we've seen a lot of fish on this wave.
Do you know what? It does feel like cheating though, doesn't it? Like, there'll be some people watching this, oh, bait boat, you know, we've got mutual mates who ain't into bait boats and stuff.
that, yeah.
But when we're seeing them fish, I'm thinking, I can't wait to start cheating again.
That's it. Well, again, as soon as you take the boat out and you drive over a shoal of fish, you know you're smiling, you're rubbing your hands, because it's not like, have you got to find them? You know they're there, you
Yeah,
just catch them.
no, it's a game changer.
Definitely.
Yeah, great stuff. All right then, Lee. Well, I'm looking forward to using it over in the syndicate, hopefully later this week.
Brilliant.
And then get it out to France.
That's
But
no
yeah,
problem.
thanks for that, Lee. Yeah, top job. Cheers, mate.
Kev. Thanks.
Well, guys, it's Wednesday, 28th April. And I did that video with Lee a couple of weeks back. But right now, I'm at Lesmont. And I'm at Lesmont in France. As a result of bringing some stuff out for Lee and doing some work helping Richard. So I've come out here with a genuine reason to work, and we're gonna fish when opportune. So did all the certification and the COVID test and all of that, and you know, there'll probably be some people having a pop at this, but that's social media when this goes on. Can't legislate, please all the people all of the time. But anyway, fact is I'm out here, and I'm pleased to be here. So whilst it's not quite a cup of tea moment, I'm having a cup of tea because I'm getting my gear ready, and then I'm going to skirt about with Rich, and then, as I say, fish when we can. But right now, as I say, great to be here, and yeah, I know we're all looking forward to getting out to France. Been fishing at home, fishing the syndicate, had a couple of fish which I'm pleased about, but right now the focus is back on here trying to catch some fish. So, you know, working during the day, and yeah, well, what can I say? So cheers, boys, and I'm knackered, so let's see if I can get, that's it, see me better, good looking fella. Yeah, I'm whacked out, so having a cup of tea, early dinner, and then crashing out. Oh my god, it feels mad for it. Low pressure, raining, it's still, but it just feels bonkers. Well, that was a quiet night. I was full of anticipation, like us anglers were, or are. And yeah, so cup of tea, and then have a regroup. Be winding in shortly, having a shower, sorting myself out. It was all a bit of a rush yesterday. Didn't sleep so well last night, on and off, but yeah, right now, yeah, regroup, and yeah, all to play for. Feeling mega confident. It's always nice to get that first fish, that's for sure. Oh, it's all going on, 70s tunes. Late morning, Thursday, rods are wound in, gonna regroup, re-spool, re-rig. And it's so nice to be out here. And get on with doing this today, make some good progress today, I will. Yeah, it's lunchtime, Thursday. And I'm just going round, really, where I'm fishing, it's one rod on that right hand margin on a snag area they called the boot, where we saw a lot of fish in it yesterday afternoon. And I'm just going to go around and have a little mosey about, because I'm going to try and get a second rod on this margin. I'm not too sure. Got me, I think I've got my angles, so we'll go around and have a look. Not least of all, see if we can catch some fish on the camera that are in the trees, now that I've got the polarising filter on. Managed to get some brief shots yesterday with the video on my phone, but yeah, let's see if we can see some fish. And I've re-spooled, re-rigged, sorting myself out. Confidence is sky high, but like I always say, nothing quite like a fish to kickstart your session. Can't see them so well here, but more or less opposite peg 8 in this tree. There's half a dozen fish there. I don't know if it's a like for like comparison, but in keeping koi as I do, you certainly notice sort of noise, chatting and everything else, and even shouting doesn't seem to disturb the fish. Vibration, on the other hand, is the game changer. And I wonder if that's the same with our fishing. That, you know, if I was talking and we, you know, here, I don't know that it bothers the fish, but yeah, any sort of banging or even walking, they then know you're there, no question of it. And I'm not the best stalker in the world, as the boys will know from my tarpon fishing days. In a boat, I was about the most unstealthy angler the skipper had ever met. In a skiff boat, I couldn't be quiet. Creep about, they can feel the vibration, bump, stumble. Yeah, all of that. The more I tried to be quiet, the more noise I made. But anyway, yeah, this is exciting. And it's a lovely day. The sun's out, I think it's going to drop temperature quite a lot tonight. But yeah, it does feel good. Look at this margin here. So we're now opposite, I think, 8. There's peg 1 that's no longer a peg. Now there's another fish. I heard a fish earlier as I was talking, and that's another one out there somewhere in front of me. That's encouraging. Yes, I've got some particle mix and some ground bait. And then I'm going to go around there. Just put it in the margin spot over there where I just had the boat. So as I say, from here to there, probably about 110 yards, something like that, I'm guessing. But this is the scene now. Been skirting about all morning, proper excited. Had a shower, always makes you feel good. Had some lunch and I'm proper on it. But in no rush to get the rods out just yet. The ground bait from Gatesy going in. I love this stuff. Honestly, guys, here is a real edge, I'm sure it is. Well, again, my favourite tunes. I've had a chill out the last few hours. I wound in about 10 o'clock this morning. Sorted out some bits with Rich, sorted out something much to my relief with the office, which means I can relax somewhat more now. And rods are rebaited. It's about 5:30 and it feels mad for it. Really, really does. And I just need that first fish to sort of, you know, like I always say, I fish better when I'm catching. So anyway, right now, yeah, rods are out. Like I said, that graphic game changer. Yeah, 2 rods out there. I've moved the rod from the left and put it out there, and then I repositioned this rod and kept that one in the same place. So this is the scene. It's due to be a cold night, but it's been a lovely day.
I don't mind you coming here, wasting all my time, 'cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind. It's not the perfume that you wear, it's not the ribbons in your hair. And I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time. lying in your sleep. I guess you're just what I needed. Just what I needed. I needed someone to feed. I guess you're just what I needed. Just what I needed. I needed someone to bleed.
Well, it's 6:30 Friday morning, and I've had a lovely common. I think it might go £40 either way. Genuinely, I'm so happy to have had a fish. Yeah, feel like pressure's off somewhat now. Second from right rod, which is me third from left rod. It is one angry common. I was thinking, let the fish have a rest. I think I'm the one that needs a rest. I'm pulling that back. Richard's had a nice one in the early hours of this morning. I'll go round there and catch that in a little while. He's up and about by the looks of things. Anyway, let's go about. There we go. First fish Friday morning. Oh, much needed, 37.5 pound. Well happy with that. Well, rod back out, boat coming back, cup of tea going on. Another one on this rod. It's been out 10 minutes. I was getting liners in the night on this rod. That was a drop back. That's out there over 100 yards. God, they feel so heavy in this deep water. Incredible the way these fish fight.
Don't mess around. You bring me down.
well, having put that fish back and rebaited. It's only out there 10 minutes and I've got what might be scrape a 50 mirror. Oh, what a great fight, got it on the glasses as well. So a great start to Friday morning. Well, that was bigger than I thought it was. £60 4. Oh. £60 4. There we go. Oh, let's get her back. Well, I made up my mind. Unbelievable. I thought that was an upper 40. There's a fish move. Yeah, £60 4. What an amazing fish. Weren't long, but boy was it fat, which I guess it's building eggs and stuff for this time of year. So and those starburst little scales, superb, absolutely brilliant. So to kickstart with that 37.5, was it, common, and then 10 minutes after putting the rod out, that's £60 4. Amazing. I'm proper made up. I need another cup of tea. There's the ripples coming away from that fish, just to the left. Well, nearly 6 o'clock Friday evening, and yeah, just got the 4 rods out there, moving just one rod, my left hand rod. Had both bites on this rod, so yeah, it's been a great start, really has. Yeah, taking my time on staying in the shed, it's coming along nicely. Well, sleeping under the stars tonight, which I enjoy when the weather permits, not least of all I'm right on top of my rods. Last couple of nights I've stayed in the cabin, but you just feel the need to be closer to the rods when you can. And yeah, weather's good enough, so yeah, as has been the case the last 2 trips, it's a night time, early morning bite. But I just had you never know whether it's line bites or fish getting away with it, because I just had an occurrence on the right hand rod, and yeah, who knows, but yeah, rebaited, and yeah, going to get my head down, and yeah, it's exciting fishing, really is. Let's quickly get this before that light goes. £42, early hours of Saturday morning. Well chuffed with that. Drop back on my left hand rod. Yeah, can never take for granted these smaller fish. That fought really well. Mid-20 mirror, put straight back. Got the ticker going though, that's what it's all about. In fact, that fish was £32. Thought I'd quickly weigh it. Yeah, well happy with that. 10 minutes after I put back that common. Well, I needed that sleep. 10:30 Saturday morning. So I felt like I had plenty of kip last night, even though I had a couple of fish. Needed to catch up on some sleep. It was lovely sleeping out. It's mild. Oh, it's just nice to, yeah, just be under the stars. It's hardly hardcore. Because if it had been too cold, I'd have been in the house. Anyway, yeah, so I'm pleased I've had a couple of fish, and yeah, gonna go and have a shower now, wake myself up, and then yeah, get on with the painting. Have a proper go at that today. Yeah, it's coming along. Well, midday Saturday, and just gone and had a shower. Got a sausage sandwich on the go. Oh, that was a nice sleep last night. Really was, much needed. I've gone round to Peg 4, had a little motor around now, and yeah, I'm going to be baiting that up and probably fish it tomorrow night. Bait it today and tomorrow and have a go tomorrow night, depending on what's happening here. But even so, I feel the need to go and give that a go. Richard normally fishes in there when I've been here, so I've not you know, fished that area, but it looks good and it is a great peg. And yeah, so I'm gonna have a little mosey about with a boat later around there, and then put some bait in yesterday, and I heard a big fish down there to my left. You never know how far down it is with the sound travelling at night, but I'm thinking I've got to give that, you know, 2 rods in there is all you need. So anyway, right now I'm gonna have a regroup, walk around, chill out, get the rods out about tea time, and yeah, thoroughly enjoying myself, that's for sure. And all you anglers watching this, hopefully by the time you're seeing this, those who want to go to France, yeah, you've got a lot to look forward to, because yeah, we all can't wait to get back here more often, that's for sure. And hopefully, you know, it looks like now, the next 6 weeks or so, things will start getting back to normality. And yeah, oh, don't know what else to say. Let's go and sort my sausage sandwich. Tune from the summer of '76. Well, about approaching 4 o'clock now, Saturday. I've had a good mosey round on that left-hand corner. Gonna put some bait out over there, and then get the rods out. And then the plan right now is to do tomorrow night in Peg 4. I meant to do that last year and didn't, because I was catching well. If I catch well tonight, I won't be, but I just feel I've got to go and give Peg 4 a go, and I've been baiting it, so yeah, all the more reason to just fancy having a go at it. But anyway, let's see how it goes. But right now, yeah, I had a chilled out day, and looking forward to the night ahead. Let's zooming in on me fat head. That's it, that's better. Tell you what guys, jobs like that ain't worth rushing. Yeah, you don't just slap it on. Well, no sooner did I just do that little bit of catch-up footage, big fish has just rolled over one of my spots on my right-hand rod. Yeah, I saw the whole thing. What a big fish. Yeah, that's enough to get you going. Saturday about 8:30. Gonna get my head down. Feels mad. Got a lovely common in the net here, early hours of Sunday morning, about 12:30. Is this for a common? £50 12. Oh, superb. Oh. There we go. Well happy with that. Superb. £42, just after I put back that other one. Well happy with that. This fish would be an upper 30 normally, carrying lots of eggs. Let's get it back. Colours on this fish, unfortunately the flash burns it out. That is a beautiful bronze colour fish. Just put that one back and this one went off. This is my left hand rod, my plateau. It's an absolute peach and you can't appreciate the colours. 47 and a half. Look at that. Oh, well chuffed with that. Look how long it is. Unbelievable. Amazing fight. Beautiful colour. Yeah, it's washed out in this flash, but it's what it is. But yeah, beautiful fish. Lovely orange tail. Oh, what a beaut. Absolute credit to the lake. Unbelievable. Can't take my eyes off it. Look at that. What a beauty. What a magnificent fish that is. Can't take my eyes off it. Superb. Let's get her back. Oh, I tell you what, I feel like I could sleep for a week. It's about 9 o'clock now, Sunday. It was a great night's fishing. And then it started to rain. I come under the canopy here. I had 2 bream as well. Oh, I could have done without them, but anyway, I whacked out. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Probably have a few hours kip in the bed winding. A few hours keeping now, but yes, it's good. That's like that common. Oh, I think I said on the video, the colours of it was amazing, but this flashlight burnt it out. What a fish that was! What a fight! It's amazing. Anyway, yeah, regroup and yeah. Sit under here. You do need to be on your rods when you're fishing that margin. No doubt about that. Anyway, this is the scene Sunday morning. A cup of tea. Sort myself out. Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock. I've wound in, and as odd as it might seem, I'm moving. I had 3 great fish in the night. But last time I was here, I felt the need to have a go in 4, and I've got a feeling there's quite a lot of fish down there. So I'm going to go and do the night down there. Just stick the gear in the van, the bare minimum, sleep under the stars, and bolt down there for the night. So just going to spend the next few hours sorting myself out. Rich is doing a Sunday roast at 4 o'clock, which means we'll be getting the rods out sort of 6:30, 7. And I've been baiting a spot down there. And hearing fish in the night, as well as catching one down the left from here, but like out on the sort of plateau. I don't know if that's a road or what it is, but it's a big feature down there, as people who fish here will know. But I'm going to be having 2 rods on this margin and 1 rod out where I caught the fish, and I think I caught a fish off it a couple of days ago as well, I think. Anyway, yeah, let's go about. Well, it's just gone midday Sunday, and yeah, I've packed the essentials into the van, and I've come round to peg 4, which I've never fished before. I've only fished 2 pegs here. This is my 3rd trip. I fished the first time in 9/10, second time in 3, and I'm back in 3 now. But this peg 4 is where, so I'm fishing over there, and I've been hearing the fish out here. I've caught a couple just out there, but it's here, but you can't get to them from obviously that angle, that straight bank. So I've got 2 rods that will be going out early evening, sort of 1, 2. I might only fish 1, and then the third rod or second rod, depending on how many I fish, will fish the same spot as I had the fish off, which from this angle is sort of out there, probably from here 40 yards maybe. So anyway, this is the scene, and we're due low pressure. I think the same at home. I think where we've had this easterly and really high pressure back home, it's been similar here over a lot of northern Europe for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So I think the southwesterlies that are due, the low pressure that's due at home as well here, Tuesday, will be the first low pressure and that sort of weather for a long while. So, you know, that could really kick it off. Having said that, I ain't complaining. I've had 7 fish, but all said and done, yeah, if those conditions creep in, then it could fish well at home as well as here. Rich, incidentally, he's preparing lunch for 4 o'clock. He lost a big fish, he said, early hours of this morning. He said, you know, and he knows what a big fish is, that boy. And yeah, that was a shame. So yeah, see if he can regroup and bang one. But yeah, right now, just getting my gear ready. Go and have a shower in a little while. Going to listen to an interview 10cc on Gold Radio, have a couple of cups of tea, then a shower, and then come round for dinner with Rich. So about 3:30 now, Sunday. So got the gear round to Peg 4. That was all very straightforward and easy. And yeah, obviously something to bear in mind, guys. You know, I've got the ease of moving because there's only me and Rich here. Ordinarily, there could be half a dozen people on this lake, and you know, you're in the swim for a week or 2 weeks, and you've got to make the most of that swim. You know, where I've been here, and that isn't the situation, you get the opportunity to move. And I thought, you know what, I've got to do a night in there. Maybe a couple of nights, we'll see. And, you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, yeah. That's where I'm at with it. But if I sat over there, as well as I was catching some nice fish, and I kept thinking I want to be in that swim, at least get it out of my hair, get it out of my head, and go and give it a go. So anyway, gear's already there. Gonna have some lunch with Rich, go round and bait up my other 2 spots that I've been fishing so far this week, and then come back and get the rods out early evening. That's the plan anyway. Well, Rich, bang on, buddy. Look at that. I'm fishing down there tonight. What a way to kickstart a session. Yeah, Rich is just taking me through where the snags are, like sort of old boulder type things from when they dug the lake. So yeah.
See, Christmas tree starts again now, if you look up, yeah?
Yeah.
You see how we're starting again now?
Yeah, so between a Christmas tree and that V,
yeah.
Avoid.
And then
It's cold in that wind. It's warm when you're out of it. Well, I had a lovely dinner with Rich. It's approaching 6 o'clock now. So I've gone round, baited the spots I've been fishing the last few days. I'm going to go up and quickly catch up with Rich. I'm in no hurry to get the rods out. It's very much a nighttime bite. Then again, it might be a nighttime bite because I'm not fishing during the day. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and see Rich. We'll have another look at the lake as well while we're here. There's me in 3 with a log cabin, and I've been catching the fish on that right hand margin there and down to my left, and then I'm going to be in 4, which is over there, fishing out to where I was fishing from the left there, and then having 2 rods on that margin, which you obviously can't get to from the cabin. Rich is fishing up in 9 and 10 up the end there. We'll go and quickly catch up with him. Yeah, so standing in 9 and 10 with Richard now. That's the shallows round there. So this is all on previous videos, so I won't labour it in all the detail. But there's the log cabin. And right over, right down there's the corner I'll be fishing tonight. So between me and Rich, you know, we're covering a lot of water, and the fish do seem widespread. Yeah, it's about 6:30 now, Sunday, just walking into the peg, got everything ready, get the rods out, and yeah, let's see if I've done the right thing. Time will tell. Now, fish just rolled right over my left hand rod. That's exactly where I am. That's where the fish had been moving, that I could see from when I was in peg 3 as well. So I was going to put that out where I'd caught some fish, but while I was setting up, the fish moved there and another one just moved.
Tell me
Well, I'm not sure how I caught on camera that fish playing it. I got it on glasses. No sooner had I got it in the landing net, my other margin, left-hand margin rod went off, and that's a smaller fish. So look, probably a mid 20 there, mid upper 20 there, mid 30 there. Happy days. Look at that, in the evening sunshine. £36. I thought it was a mid 20. What a beautiful fish. Oh, another fish has just rolled. Another fish rolled there, 20 yards out. Crikey, I'm on them. I'm on them. 43.12. Bang on. Look at that. What a lovely fish. Ah, 43.12. Superb. What a result. What a great start. Look, there's water all over the joint. But yeah. Was it mid 30? Mid 40? Low 30, low 40, I can't remember now. Adrenaline's kicked in, but the fish are rolling around me. Got to get them back out. That's 6 AM Monday morning. It's a quiet night. Well, no sooner had I captured that mist, I was getting some, activity on my right hand rod. All of a sudden it's torn off, got it into the margin here, mid 40 mirror, bloody thing fell off. Bloody gutted. It's a quiet night otherwise, but Rich has had 5 fish up in peg 9 and 10, including a 50. So yeah, we'll capture that on camera shortly. But yeah, right now, yeah, that sun's going to clear this mist, and yeah, I need to strategise. But yeah, right now I could have done with that bloody fish. Well, Monday morning, and yeah, Rich has had a right result during the night, so we'll catch up with him. We're having a dual photo of him holding one, me holding one of his other ones. He had 5 fish, so yeah, top angling, and yeah, so we get them out. And then I want to get back, regroup, and get back in that swim for a few hours before I get back into my log cabin swim for tonight. That's the plan at the moment. But yeah, beautiful day. That mist has cleared. It's about 9 o'clock now, and yeah, it looks to be a lovely day. Yeah, so this is Richard's peg. He's catching them over the back there. So, both Richard's fish here.
What's that?
There we go. Superb. Well done, Rich. Great night's fishing, buddy. Yeah?
That's a good,
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah.
Cheers, pal. Thanks for your help.
Happy days.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That didn't hang about, did it?
No. Looks quite...
Go on. How good was that, Rich? Well done, mate.
Happy night.
Yeah,
Very
superb.
happy night.
Look at your rig there, Rich, as you pull it out.
Yeah,
Proper nailed, wasn't
You're
it?
a cheeky monkey, aren't you?
Proper nailed, well done. These are Rich's rigs. One of them anyway. How big is that one, Rich?
Just coming at 31.
Yeah, lovely, well done.
Yeah, great fight.
Well, approaching midday Monday, bank holiday Monday, and yeah, I've come round, sorted some stuff out. I'm going to have a shower now, get some gear ready for this afternoon. So I'm going to go back in from about 1:30 till 6 o'clock, and then get back round here to put my baits out back in 3 for the night. So yeah, was it the right move? You know, could I have caught more here? Who knows? That's fishing for you. You know, I had the chance of a third, dropped the bloody thing. But right now, having baited my spots and given them a rest back in 3, I'm looking forward to getting a couple of rods out there tonight, with one rod still left down towards Fours water, which obviously ordinarily you couldn't fish if someone was in 4, and you're approaching it from a different angle, so to speak. So anyway, skirting about now. It's a beautiful day, but we've got some ideal weather coming in apparently, sort of southwesterly, pressure dropping like a stone, looks really good. And tomorrow I'll know if I'm going home Friday or Monday, but I think the weather might have something to do with me going back Monday rather than earlier. So anyway, we'll see. Well, just after midday now, Monday, and had a little chill out, had a shower, had some lunch, and I'm back round in 4 for the afternoon, fishing through till about 6, half 6, and then going back to 3 to get the rods out in 3 for the night. So yeah, just got 2 rods over the back there, and yeah, just about to bait up. Yeah, exciting.
You've done it all. You've broken every code. Appalled the rebel to the floor. You spoke the game, no matter what you say. But only metal, what a bore. Blue eyes, blue eyes. How can you tell so many lies? Come up and see me, make me smile. I'll do what you want, running wild. There's nothing left, all gone and run away. Maybe you'll tarry for a while. It's just a test, a game for us to play. Win or lose, it's hard to smile. Resist, resist. It's from yourself you have to hide. Oh, come up and see me to make me smile. I'll do what you want, running wild. There ain't no more. You've taken
Come down here.
everything.
Come get on your knees. Take you back to the 80s. Yeah. There we go. 42 and a half. There's a mat popped in and it went off. Happy days. Yeah. Well, Les and Matt popped in, and right on cue that left hand rod went off, which is the rod I've been baiting, and but the right hand rod, no sooner than I put it out I was getting liners and stuff, although you never know if liners are actually fish getting away with it, you never know. But anyway, to get that fish, I'd only been out 20 minutes. It's yeah, I was well happy with that. So anyway, gonna get it back out again, and yeah, an enjoyable afternoon's fishing already. So I packed up from Peg 4, 6 o'clock, got round to my peg. I'm now skirting about getting ready. Not going to put the bait out till quite later. Just wondering whether the bream was smashing it too early by baiting up too early the last couple of days. But anyway, so I'm going to get my gear ready, have some dinner, and then as that sun goes down, more like 8 o'clock, get the 4 rods out for the night. But now we've got this southwesterly breeze blowing in. It's meant to get stronger early hours of the morning. Looks mad for it. Well, it's chaos here in terms of getting everything ready. Got back, sorted my stuff out, everything's baited up. Got my dinner in the oven, and then I'm going to be getting them out in about an hour. So what's the time now? I think it's about 7:15. But look at that wind, it feels mad for it, and I've got a feeling big fish is going to come out on that left-hand rod. So this is the scene. Have dinner, tidy up, get them out. In the corner up towards that margin, I'm fishing with my 2 right-hand rods. I'm just going around there now to bait up. About 7:30 Monday evening. Rich is baiting up in the background there, and he had a fish during the day, to be fair, so you know, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. But anyway, let's get around now. Right, so put out that bait now on the 2 spots. As I say, my 2 right hand rods on this margin. There's no swims on this margin, as I've said before in the videos. Peg 1 that was on this bank was shut, which made sense. So anyway, put that out, just had dinner, and yeah, it feels really, really good, especially with the weather coming in the next few days. And I've got to make a decision tomorrow whether to go home Friday or the following Monday. Just got to sort something out. Hopefully I can stay till next week. We'll see. That splashing, including yesterday, isn't all carp. It soon dawned on me that it's actually bream spawning as well. Yeah, it's been a busy old day, but enjoyable. So rods are out now, back in the log cabin peg 3. Wind's died down, but we're expecting some rain and wind early morning. £42 common, early hours of Tuesday morning. I think it's about 2 o'clock, something like that. The wind's picking up, just like it was forecast. Super fish. Let's get her back. The wind's kicking up now. I've had a couple of line bites or fish getting away with it on my left hand rod. It just feels so good now. It's a mild southwesterly, and yeah, the wind's just a nice wind now, and I just feel there's a big fish to be had on that left hand rod, and it's nice sleeping out. Don't get me wrong, I ain't hardcore, but you've got to be on your rods here, especially my right 2 rods. So you know, I'm sleeping 5 foot from them, and needs must, but yeah, right now it just feels mad. It's too hardcore out there for me. Yeah, no, look at that. It's 9:30. Was it? No, 10:30. Tuesday morning, and just as the forecast predicted. Look at this. Look at that. Door wants to push back. That's strong southwesterly. Looks mad for it. I thought I'd have had 1 or 2 more. Just had the 1. But look at that, perfect conditions ordinarily. So mid-morning Tuesday. Look at this. No sooner had I said how carpy it looked, one of my rods on the right hand margins tore off. Got it back and it got in a snag, the same snag I got in last year and lost the fish on. Gone over, got in the boat, got back over it, line parted. Bloody pissed off, felt right plodding fish. Could have right done with it. Bloody gutted. Oh, that loss is winding me up. Really winding me up. That did not feel a good fish, the way it was moving, you know, and oh crikey, I could have so done with that fish. And as I say, it's the same bloody snag, whatever it is, that I lost the fish on last, what was it, November. Yeah, bloody gutted, really am. You know, you look at the weather here, it is so carpy. Look at it, it's mad. Do you know what? I've given myself a tension headache over losing that fish. Honestly, it did not feel good. And we've all been there, you know, sometimes they are, sometimes they ain't. But the way that plodded and moved and stuff, it was just a different fish. And, oh, crikey, I can't get over it. I've had a couple of cups of tea to calm my nerves. But look at the conditions again, boys. Look, just... That reminds me of a Fools and Horses sketch to lighten the load. But yeah, just look at it. It looks crazy out there. I'm repositioning this rod here much closer in. Left hand rod's staying where it is. Obviously these two are. But yeah, it just looks really, really good. And I've got a few days to make it happen yet. But right now, yeah, I think I've had a dozen fish. But oh, I wanted that bloody one. Do you know what? I'm saying I wanted that one, right? The more you don't catch it, the more it messes with your head. Because I could have caught it, could have been a 30, 40 pounder, who knows? But in your head, you lost a good fish. And yeah, anyway, I'll try not to labour it. Sorry to bore you, boys. Well, I had a super tea with Rich. Certainly knows how to cook, that boy. Thanks again, Rich. And I'm now getting them out. I've set up my Oz tent given the weather. Not Oz tent, Ridge Monkey. You can feel the wind and rain still coming in. Meant to be heavy till sort of midnight. But I'm keen to get them out, keep everything dry and be on top of my rods. So this is the scene about 5:30 Tuesday evening, and all to play for. Well, it's 7 o'clock. Spent the last hour getting the rods out. Torrential rain. Having me tent up helped. No sooner I got them out, it stopped. You know what it's like with bait boat controls, the iPad, making sure they don't get wet and this, that and the other. Anyway, all 4 rods are out now. I'll have a cup of tea. And I tell you what, I need to make it happen. Yeah, you know, it's mild now. It's just the perfect carp weather, as I believe it is at home. One of the big ones has come out, my syndicate. Another lake, a mate of mine's fishing right now, Dinny. That's fished really well the last 24 hours. So I think conditions all round are, you know, pretty good, especially with the low pressure that we've got now compared with the high pressure easterly and northeasterly winds we've had the last, well, feel like forever. So yeah, right now all to play for, and I'm hoping in the morning I can sort my life out and fish here till Monday rather than have to pack up Friday, but we'll see what happens. But right now rods are out, Ridge Monkey's up on me rods. I'd normally be sleeping there, but it's going to be too wet. And yeah, this is the scene. I'm keeping that boat here now, may as well, you know, just in case. But yeah, that bloody snag up there, sort of 40 yards, it's caught me out twice now, bloody thing. Anyway, this is the scene. Let's have a cup of tea, calm my nerves. Well, it's first light, it's about 5:45. Was it now? Wednesday morning. and yeah, I needed this fish, much needed fish. So yeah, just going to put it in a retainer, have a cup of tea. It was a quiet night other than that, but crikey, I'm relieved to have got one in now. So from here, I've gone over from the deep water up into this 14 foot, and I've dropped it here, so that my line is coming up here towards me. Graphics unbelievable, thanks to Lee. Lee, done a top job, buddy. Anyway, let's get it out and get the other one out. Yeah, proper pleased with how this is coming along. This feels like one you want. Second bite in the morning, Wednesday morning. Just getting out of the wind. I've just had the most epic battle with what looks like a 2-ton common, possibly 60 pound. What a battle. Got it on the glasses as well. A couple of hours after I've had this first light fish, which is in a sling, and I've now got that in a net, about to put that in a second sling and get Rich round. But yeah, what a battle, and to catch it on glasses as well, and having lost a couple yesterday, it's gone some way of making up for it. I'm proper happy. This tune reminds me of a trip with the boys to Marpesh. 47.5 fish I had first light this morning. Well pleased with that. Happy days. Second fish, £50 too. well happy. What a great morning's fishing. Quickly get the other side of this one. I've seen these marks on the gill plate on koi as well. This obviously be a mid-40 once it's spawned, I would imagine. There we go, 50 pounds, happy days. Let's get her back. It's another job done.
Cheers, Kev. Nice one. Thank you.
Well, just gone 11 o'clock and having put them 2 fish back 2-3 hours ago, had a bite on my left hand right hand rod, and I've got a nice common in the sling. I'm guessing low 40. So yeah, let's get it out. Yeah, it's superb. Contemplating moving down to the corner for 5-6 hours, but I think with the consistent bites and having had one yesterday afternoon, makes sense to stay here. 38.5 this fish. 38.5. Midday Wednesday. Superb. What a beautiful fish. Well guys, I need to have a plan because I am proper tired. I think it's the adrenaline that's keeping me going, having a great session, don't get me wrong, but yeah, right now I could do with a rest. So I've put back that common. I haven't put that rod back out yet. I've got some work to do. I'll probably revisit the staining of the cabin and go up and have a shower. So wind in, go and have a shower, have an early dinner and get me head down, having got the rods out. I'm going to rebait and, you know, tie a couple of new rigs, all the normal things that you do. But right now, if you look out here, the conditions are still. That wind this morning, even though it was southwesterly, was cold. It was a cold wind, but it just looks bang on. And the upside is I'm going home Monday now, so it's going to be quite a long session this, and obviously don't want to keep labouring it, but that painting's taking longer than I thought it would, so by having an extra few days I should yeah, break the back of that. So yeah, right now a bit of work and yeah, skirt about, ready for getting them out, tea time, all 4 rods, and yeah, trap set. Well, it's 5:30. And I laid down on my bed chair and I went out for like nearly 4 hours, Rich tells me. And so right now I've woke up, gone and had a quick shower. Gonna redo rigs and this, that and the other, get them out, and yeah, it's mild, it's overcast, it's carpy weather, that's for sure. So yeah, let's skirt about. Yeah, that'll have to wait till tomorrow now. Nearly there. £7 o'clock Wednesday evening. What a cracking day's fishing I've had.